Hi there, I'm Mike. What I have for you is, what is this? Maze Loot Crate in July? That sounds about right. Truth be told, I got this at the very end of June, so it was only almost 2 months late, but I went on my honeymoon and this came literally the day after I left. So this has been sitting, not in my mailbox, I had someone pick up my mail, but it's been sitting in my mail pile for about 2 weeks. So I'm finally getting around to doing it, and I don't want to beat around the bush because I've got to go see Spider-Man in like a half hour, so I'm just gonna blow through this. I will say Loot Crate has been a huge disappointment to me. The last couple months, it's been sharply declining. So let's see what's in this one, first of all. First things first, I got this fun little note. This note is saying that the Atlantis coin that was supposed to be in the last box that I didn't get, it was a thing, most people didn't get it. In fact, I don't think anyone got it. It's been delayed again, so it's not in this box. It will come at some point, they say, but who knows? Next, we have this Ghostbusters pen. This is the Nemesis crate. That's the theme. Ghostbusters is, I guess, a thing we're gonna get in it. This is a ghost dog, the whole gatekeeper, keymaster thing to bring around Zool. So a Gozer. So that's the first thing in the box, but that's not all. You also get a Loot Gaming pin because this is one of the things that Loot Crate has been doing to kind of sort of offset costs, is throwing in things that are in other crates to try to get you to either A, want to buy the other crates, or B, just get rid of stuff in their warehouses. So this is a little Ghost Pac-Man ghost thing, but it's the one where they turn after he eats the big pellet. So these are edible ghosts, I suppose. Now this I actually enjoy a lot more than this. This is actually something I might have in my collection somewhere, on a backpack, I have no idea. Truth is, I probably will never ever look at that again. There's no shirt in this, by the way. There's no t-shirt. There is clothing in here, but you'll see why I'm gonna do it afterwards, because it's a whole thing. Anyways, next we have this Ghostbusters slimed figure. So there's no comic cover. They've been doing comic covers recently, and there isn't one in this as far as I know. There is this fun little, actually I really do like this. Put it on, whoops. Oh, so the Slimer is removable apparently, I hope, because it came off. If yours doesn't fit on the little base, just flip it around. That fixed it. Where did the Slimer go? So here he is. We have this fun little Venkman, Peter Venkman character getting slimed from Slimer coming out of the back of him. I really like this. I like Ghostbusters. This is the first good thing I think I've gotten. Actually, that's not true. I liked the Godzilla prints last time, but this is a good little thing. I like this a lot. That's good. Thanks, Loot Crate, for, not being completely awful. Next, we have a Jaws. This is a drain stopper. So this goes on your... It doesn't work on my hand. Obviously, it's not what it's intended for. This goes over your bathtub drain and keeps it from losing water. If you want yours to be a little nerdier or a little sharkier, this is what you could do there. There's shark. It's all blue. Sharks molded in there. These are the barrels that they used, that they, hooked them on with. Anyways, you've all seen Jaws. If you want a Jaws to stop the water from draining in your tub without using the actual tub drain, that's a thing that you can do. All right, and then, ooh, I actually like this. This is nice. This looks like it to be an entire trade. This is a Batman and the Justice League Special Preview Edition Loot Crate, but it's black and white, so it's a little more manga-y, I guess. This is a manga. This is straight up, you read this backwards. Yeah, it's definitely, look at how everyone's drawn. For sure, I've never heard of this before, but this is definitely, let's see, a year before his two parents, both scientists, were brutally killed in an explosion, blah, blah, blah. I mean, mangaka Shiori Teshirogi, who did Saint Seiya, which is, I like Saint Seiya, created a new story, bridging authentic Japanese comics approach with their most iconic American characters, currently serialized in the Japanese Monthly Red. This special edition brings this unique project to American readers for the first time. Actually, this is the first 2 chapters of his ongoing story. I like this. This is cool. I'm gonna read this. I cannot wait to read this, actually. And then lastly, and if you've ever watched any of my unboxings, you'll know why I save these for last, because I hate these. This is supposed to be a bonus item because this is not on the list. In fact, on the list here, there's no clothing listed whatsoever. So these are Buffy the Vampire Slayer socks. I hate getting socks from Loot Crate, but truth be told, I've actually run out of socks because of my honeymoon. Laundry was weird, packing was weird. So I've been wearing my Loot Crate socks recently. I'm actually wearing the Groot ones right now. I think I got in like my first or second box ever. So these are the Buffy the Vampire Slayer socks. They have the nice B right there. And they have, I think, the Warthog, which is the high school logo, Sunnydale High School. Yeah, I think so. They're fine. They're fine. I'm not a fan of the colors, but yeah. So you get socks, maybe. I don't know. Does everyone get these? They're not on the list. They're not on the little sheet. So if you got these, let me know. If you didn't, also let me know. And then super lastly, this box turns into something, which is a thing that we haven't had in a while, I guess. I can do this. I'm good at this. I'm good at things. This goes here. This goes... This is actually really hard to do with socks on. With socks on your hands, you guys try doing this. See if you're any better at it. Probably won't be. If you're paying attention, you can already figure out what this is. This is a ghost trap from Ghostbusters. So slide it in, press the thing, it opens, traps the ghosts. Hooray. So that's it for this box. Let's put it together and I'll give you my final opinion on it and score. Let's see how it is. Okay, so let's break this down here. If you've never watched one of my reviews or unboxings before, I sort of give each thing a point. There are actually 6 things in this box, counting the theme, because I always count the theme for Loot Crate, like does everything match? So that gets a point, so there's a possibility of getting a 6 out of 6 on here. Let's get this down, starting with the socks, because they're in my hands. And on my hands, yes, they're on my hands, and my hands are getting hot and sweaty, and I don't like it, but I do like Buffy, but I'll probably never wear these, but maybe I will, because I've been wearing my Loot Crate socks recently, like I said, and they're not terrible. Usually the inside of the socks, like these extra little colors here, they catch on my toes and my toenails, and it just drives me insane. So I'm not a fan of the socks. I don't really like them. I'm gonna give them a 0.25. Next, we have the Venkman little statue. I like this. This is worth a point easily. It's something that I'll put on my shelf somewhere. It's something I'll proudly display. I think it looks really cool. I like that a lot. The drain stopper, I think it's dumb. I don't really get why anyone would need it. It's Jaws, I guess. It's cool getting practical items that you can use on like a daily basis, but I'll literally never use this. I don't really see the point in using it. Maybe you have a broken bathtub and you're like, finally, a drain stopper. You've been waiting for Loot Crate to send you one all this time? You just haven't gone out and bought one? I think my foot would, if I did take a bath, which I never do because I'm an adult male, so I shower. But if I did, I think my foot would kick this and tear it off the drain all the time. So I don't really think it's all that useful. So yeah, 0.25. Next, that's weird. So according to this, according to this right here, I'm supposed to be getting the Loot Crate Special Edition Super Books, the most regrettable superheroes and regrettable supervillains books, like one or the other. I didn't get either of those, but I have both of those because they've been in past books. I got a Batman manga. I call that a win. I'm giving it a point. If I had gotten one of those 2 things, I would have given it no points for being a repeat item that I already have. So I guess Loot Crate won out there, but if you got one of these 2 books, let me know, because that's terrible of them to do. I didn't realize that these super books that I was supposed to get in here, those are repeat items. So if you got that, that's crap. And I'm sorry that you got that. And then lastly, the theme, which I'm counting, I don't count pins as their own theme. I'm counting these pins as part of the theme. Nemesis. The pins work. The ghost is Pac-Man's Nemesis. The dog is Ghostbusters' Nemesis. That works. Buffy the Vampire Slayer has nemesis. This isn't really part of the theme. She's really more of a superhero. So, no. Ghostbusters, Slimer, is he really a nemesis? If you'd asked me in the first movie, I would have said yes. But then they made him a character in the cartoon where he was kind of a good guy. So, Slimer's not super a bad guy, but I guess in the context of this movie, he is. Next, we have Jaws. Jaws is 100% a nemesis. And then we've got the Batman thing. Just like Buffy, they have nemesis, but they are not bad guys themselves. So I think that's kind of a weird thing to put in here. I'm going to give the theme 0.75. I feel like they mostly did it, but not fully did it. It's hard for me to judge this because looking at this is not a good guide. I only got 1, 2, 3 things on here that I'm supposed to. The socks weren't on there. This book wasn't on there, so I guess maybe they ran out of these books and they just started throwing in random other books. So I feel like I shouldn't give Loot Crate that much credit, right? So if you've been following along, I think that scores this box at around 3.25 out of 6 possible points. That's a little bit over a 50% score, so that's not super good considering they got extra items in here. It should have given it more, but it didn't. It actually just ended up hurting it. Loot Crate, you've just been a disappointment again. Not as bad as last week, I'll give you this. You've been worse, but this still isn't good. For the money that I'm spending to get stuff from you, this is like a D game at best. You should be bringing a B or A game, but you're just lowballing it. It's down here. You should be up here, but you're down here. Up here is where you should be. Down here, where you are. So I still should be better. I don't want Loot Crate to fold, but right now I feel like I'm just slowly documenting the fall of a once great company. Like Loot Crate was the pinnacle, and now they're down here just kind of sucking. That's it for my unboxing. This was a very, at best, okay box. It wasn't as bad as the last two boxes have been, but it's still plagued with just repeats. In fact, I don't even know I think this box is a repeat. I can't picture it on my head when I've got this before, but I feel like I've got this box before. So if we have, let me know. I throw old boxes away, so I don't keep them, and I'm not going to go back and watch to make sure. Let me know down in the downstairs area in the comments what you thought. Did you get this? Are you glad you didn't get this? Did you get the same things I got? Let me know. I love to read and respond to every one of those. Like, share, subscribe if you really want to help my channel out. It does help to do all those things. There's also a bunch of different ways down in the downstairs area in the description that you can support my channel if you want to, up to and including buying a Loot Crate or a Geek Fuel or a CultureFly or a Zanini Box. There's a bunch of things that you can buy to help out my channel. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far. And I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, I have to take the socks off to stop the video. It wouldn't register it.